This is Steve Rothman here with The Fighting News, here with the one and only six-time world champion trainer, Stacy Mckinley. Also trained Mike Tyson for how many years?
10 years.
10 years, Mike Tyson's trainer here. Shannon Briggs trainer also. How's the champ Shannon looking?
He's looking better than I ever seen him in the last 10 years. His speed is still there, his power is there, his conditioning is impeccable right now. His frame of mind is on a different level. He's eyeing the championship, but first we got to take care of this business on Saturday. And from there, hopefully we get Vladimir Klitschko.
So we know he has asthma. Is that a conditioning problem for him training?
Well, it's not a conditioning problem from a physical standpoint, but from a psychological standpoint, you know, people with asthma, they seem to think they're going to tire early, but we've been working on that. He's been on hypnotist. He had hypnosis and everything for this, so I suggested that, and we got past that. So he's been boxing 10 rounds, 11 rounds, and once he went the first 10 rounds, he said it's amazing because he hadn't done that in a long time. I think it's the first time he ever did it inspiring, so now we don't have a problem with that, so everything is fine.
And how many days have he prepared for this fight?
Well, we've been training consistently for the last 5 months, since his last fight down in Panama. He came back to the gym the next 2 or 3 days, he's back in the gym. The same after this fight. When this fight is over, we're going to take off 2 or 3 days, he's right back in the gym. So we're staying constantly in training. There's no more breaks for him.
Now, do you think this guy he's fighting is a top 20 competitor?
Well, the thing about it, you just can't go by the ratings when you're dealing with heavyweights. In the heavyweight division, only take one punch. Here's a guy about 6'4", weighing about 245 pounds. That's a big man. If he landed the right shot, it could be all over with. So the ratings doesn't count in this.
I see. And what's your prediction of the fight? Where do you see the fight going?
I predict between 1 and 5, Shannon will knock him out.
And that's a great prediction. The Fight News thinks that as well. You know, we want to see a great fight, of course.
I think you'll see.
But we're going to see a knockout.
Yeah, I think you'll see a very competitive fight for 5 rounds, but inside 5 rounds, it'll be over with.
That's great. And who else you training these days?
Well, right now I got the young kid, Amir Oman, the young master, who's getting ready to fight for the WBC title the first of the year at 140 pounds. I got the heavyweight we just saw last weekend on Showbox. He just won the NABF title, so he'll be rated number 10. Both of those kids are from Albany, New York, living out of Pompano Beach. I got the young girl, Chastity Martin, who's going into the Olympic qualifier next week at 132 pounds. I got Shannon Briggs, of course. I got a young man just come to me, a middleweight out of New York. So I got quite a few people. I got a call from Gamboa 2 days ago. He has a big fight in October. Want me to come to Vegas and train him. He also fight on the Floyd Mayweather card. I might go out there and work the corner for him. So I get a lot of phone calls, but I can't get too far away from Shannon and my other guys.
Right. So you keep him busy.
Right.
Great. And so this event at the Hard Rock is going to be a great event. They have about 20 heavyweights going to be walking around signing autographs, and you know, with a lot of these guys you trained.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the guys that I train, we got Tony TNT Tucker, who's my heavyweight champion. We got Mike Tyson, who's my 2-time heavyweight champion. We have Michael Moore, who I trained for Emmanuel Stewart for the light heavyweight championship. He went on to become heavyweight champion. I fought against the Klitschkos. I fought against Vladimir 2 or 3 times. I trained Ray Mercer for 1 fight. If you go down the line, I train, I don't know if Yubraganoff going to be here or not, but I trained him. I think he's supposed to be here. So you go down the list. There's quite a few of those heavyweights that I work with.
Yeah, and a bunch of them, Shannon fought.
Yeah, he won the title. I don't know. I think George Foreman may be here, but he won the title from them. But Shannon has been around, so he didn't fought most of these guys. And what you have here is a historical event. It has never had that many heavyweight champions in one setting as we're going to have on Saturday night. So it's a great thing. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the heavyweights that I haven't seen in a long time. It's going to be a historical event. It's historical for the Hard Rock. I think that Christopher Learns and the Hard Rock has done a fantastic job of bringing all these champions together. Somebody told me that Don King is going to come through. So you got the great promoter Don King be waving his flags, you know, and his big nice smile and his snow-capped hair. So it's going to be a tremendous weekend at the Hard Rock.
Okay, great. And we'll see you at a bunch of these events we have going on here at the Hard Rock all week. And let's give a shout out to all your fans out there.
Yeah, a shout out. And remember one thing, Shannon Briggs right now is the best heavyweight in the world. He's the best heavyweight. Look at his body. Look at his conditioning. Look at his record. Everybody know he had over 30 first-round knockouts. He still has the power and the skills. So watch out for Shannon Briggs. We coming to get you, Vladimir.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.